Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another stream. Now, this one's going to be a little bit different because Nuke's Top 5 did not upload a new video until today, and it's just a compilation of some of the best videos that he did his countdowns with for this year. So, unfortunately, this week there will not be a Nuke's Top 5 reaction. Don't have a sad music option here on my stream board here, but we still have 5. We got King Frostmare, Sir Spooks, Fearsome Top 5, Spicy Horror, and Slapped Ham. So, still gonna be hopefully scary enough. So, without further ado, gonna sit back, get some popcorn, get yourself a blanket, just kind of wrap yourself out, keep warm because, it's December, so, depending on where you're at, it's freaking cold. And let's just get into this. Our first video is going to be Sir Spooks. Top 5 scary videos that you won't watch alone. Now, this is an older one, but it's one that I haven't reacted to yet, and he didn't have any newer ones to react to. So, I'm going to go with this one for now. Alright. There we are. That's my display capture doing all the way down. What are you doing all the way down there? That's just silly. Alright, so readjust the camera here so you can see my face. Ooh. Scariest part of the video. Let's do this.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 5 scary videos. But before we begin, be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future uploads.
You heard him.
Alright, let's begin. This first video was published to the highly popular High Strangeness subreddit, which
There's a plug.
is essentially one big collection of all sorts of photos, videos and stories relating to the paranormal, UFOs, ancient cultures, cryptozoology, anomalies and other strange things. The footage in question was uploaded by a user named Blunt Stew, who shared that the video was filmed in his old apartment from when nobody was home at the time. It's clear that to this day the footage still freaks him out, which is why he uploaded it, to see what other people's opinions on it were.
Let's see if I can help
Let's
you out
take a
here,
look
buddy.
without further ado.
Let's see if I can help you out here. If I can help you out, figure this out. Ooh, whoa, hold on now. Did he have a cat? It kind of looks like a cat's leg when they kind of reach under the door.
Out
door
of
frame
nowhere,
and
the dawn frame of the camera
swipe it
can be
up.
seen closing seemingly automatically. The uploader points out in the description of the video that it looks like something is underneath the door whenever it closes. Some have thought perhaps the uploader had a cat, but he's clarified that at the time of the recording he did not.
Okay.
What exactly could this be? Is this some sort of strange door-closing
weird.
ghost caught on camera? Something even more or less sinister? Or was this all a hoax to try to get some attention on the internet? You be the
I
judge.
don't know. He ruled out the cat, so I think it's safe to assume that we can also roll that out.
A woman on TikTok named Jenny posted the following video to her account on November 11th of this year. And since its upload, she's been getting multiple comments from people who are just as freaked out by the footage as she is. In the video, she explains that someone tried to get into her house at 2 in the morning. The following footage shows the exact moment that Jenny busted out her cell phone camera to record the incident. Is this just someone trying to be mean and pull a prank on the poor unsuspecting woman?
That's what I'm thinking.
We may never know for sure.
It's not paranormal though. That's clear.
Memorial celebrations are a bit bittersweet for many people all around the world. It's a great opportunity to get to celebrate the life and legacy of a past loved one, but it's also tragically sad to come to terms with the loss. However, this Reddit user may have gotten a visit from Pops at his very own memorial celebration, as captured on this unsettling piece of footage that was posted on November 17th, 2022. Take a look at this part of the video right here, around the 25-second mark, and let me know what you see.
To you, O Lord, I lift my soul. This is a reading from the Gospel according to John, chapter 6, verses 37 to 40. At that time, Jesus said to the crowd, "Everything that the Father gives me will come to me, and I will not reject anyone who comes to me, because I came down from heaven not to do my own will, but the will of the one who sent me. And this is the will of the one who sent me, that I should not lose any."
Did you see it?
Yes, I did.
One of the doors in the background seems to be opening all by itself, which has caused the uploader to think that the ghost of his dad came to visit the celebration ceremony that day, which would definitely make for one interesting tale. What do you guys think? Is there a perfectly natural explanation to this, or did something paranormal actually take place that day? Let me know in the comments.
Because the door wasn't closed all the way. At least I didn't notice if it was closed all the way before. Yeah, it's not even closed all the way.
37 to 40. At that time, Jesus said to the crowd,
Yeah, so it
"Everything
could have been a
that the
draft.
Father gives me will come to me."
Place that day. Let me know in the comments.
Well, it also could have been paranormal. I just don't know other possibilities, so...
This woman on TikTok says that she swears that her and her brother hear what they believe is a skinwalker every single night, which is certainly something you wouldn't want to be hearing on a nightly basis. This time around, she decides to pull out her phone camera to see if she could manage to film one of the noises she hears every night on camera for the first time, to prove to the world that what she's hearing is real. Take a listen.
I'm determined to get it on video, dude. This is bullshit. Dude, there's no way that this isn't getting this shit. You better be able to hear it on this.
Not that loud.
Yeah, but
Walk
still.
outside with us, Jay.
Yeah. See if I can get it out there. That's ridiculous.
Help me! Swear to God.
Literally. Dude, there's no f***ing way. You gotta be hearing this shit.
I heard that scream.
No. No fucking way. Oh my god.
blatantly hearing skinwalkers right now.
Yeah, I heard that time.
Let's see if I can get it out there. That's ridiculous. You gotta be hearing this shit.
According to the uploader, she thinks it sounds like a very distorted man screaming "help me" or just loud, blood-curdling screams. She also says that this is the first clearly audible one she caught on video. What do you make of this freaky piece of footage? Was this TikToker actually hearing the terrifying sounds of a real-life skinwalker? Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments below.
I don't know. I mean, obviously, that's something that could easily be faked. Just get a buddy or something to kind of go into the woods like 20 yards away and start yelling randomly.
The following is a piece of footage captured on a surveillance camera stationed at the Finocchietto Sanatorium in Argentina at 3 in the morning. The video shows a guard walking around and patrolling the area just like usual. However, it seems like this normal day on the job is about to take a seriously strange turn, as early on in the video, it almost seems as if the guard inadvertently lets in an unexpected invisible guest. Take a look.
It blows my mind. I still can't come up with a rational explanation for how it could have been faked.
Many commenters have agreed that the footage is definitely quite eerie, with some people suggesting that it's either the guard is playing a prank for the camera, or it's just a legitimately creepy piece of footage that's incredibly difficult to explain. What do you think? Is this just a guard playing around? Is this a ghost captured on camera? Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments below.
Now, one thing that sort of Spooks forgot to point out is that the name that the guard took down, the name that this ghost gave him, was the same name of the woman that died in that very hospital the day prior to this. So, again, it's a possibility, but I don't think he would go that far for such cruelty.
Oh.
It would cost him his job.
And that was 5 scary videos. I hope you enjoyed.
Alright. James Perrett, thank you. If I didn't have to work, if I had to be at work at 4 a.m., I'd hang out, dropping a like at night, and get your spook on. Indeed, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good day at work, man. Alright, so before I start the next video, well, I guess I got enough water. Alright, so we got Fearsome Top 5. 10 scary ghost videos you've never seen. Let's do it.
Welcome to Fearsome Top 5. Today we're gonna take a look at 10 scary videos that may just prove that ghosts exist. Number 1. A man named Josiah was recently featured on the channel for the mysterious things happening in his house. Objects often appear to defy physics as they move completely on their own.
And for some reason it only seems to happen when he's been drinking some brewskis, some whiskeys, and whatever else you Zers call it.
And I come back and something. You're not serious. I mean, it's nothing. Actually, how the f am I gonna get that back up? Goddamn. Jesus Christ.
Josiah has been living with activity like this for over 2 years now. And an odd pattern he's noticed is every time he drinks alcohol, the activity always seems to ramp up. Well, just recently, after having a few drinks, he noticed one of his kitchen knives was out of place. He then began recording, and this is what happened next.
Okay, so I will say I'm stupid for drinking. That knife fell out of that little f***ing knife container thing. No.
Yeah,
No. No. Is this all because, dude, this is getting dangerous, bro. You're gonna cut yourself. You need to be careful.
I'm sorry. Is he stoned too? No. Dude, you're gonna cut yourself if you throw knives around like that. Even though you're a disembodied spirit, you're gonna cut yourself, man. Okay. Okay, moving on.
No. Actually, oh, what the f just happened? Right in front of my f***ing face. Shit. No.
Watch out, man. You're gonna cut yourself.
It's a regular old f***ing knife container thingy. No, stop. I'm not even hungry anymore.
While filling his counter, one of the knives came flying out of the block, completely on its own. Appearing to get yanked out, the knife went flying before landing blade first in the wooden floor. Despite his normal joking attitude towards this activity, this terrifying moment was enough to freak him out. And now after this encounter, the activity in Josiah's home has officially gone from creepy to dangerous. My advice, ditch the metal knives and invest in plastic. Number 2. The brave solo investigator from the Midwest Ghost Hunter YouTube channel recently conducted an investigation at the haunted village of Bonanzaville. Located in North Dakota, Bonanzaville is a museum featuring old historic buildings. Hauntings in this village have spread from a tavern to a mansion and even to a church. Completely alone and in possession of the keys to every building, Ian was ready to begin his investigation. With reports of strange activity happening in the old telephone museum, Ian stepped foot inside, eager to see what he could catch.
If there's anybody in this building, could you give me a sign of your presence? Could you show yourself?
Freaking mannequin's
Somewhere in
gonna
this
move.
building? I heard there is a spirit here
That mannequin's gonna
that
move.
makes
I'm
phone
calling it.
calls to the other buildings. If you can hear me right now, could you make this phone ring? Could you call this phone? If you call it, I'll answer it. We could have a little chit chat. Oh, these phones are dead. They're not even on. I'm not even sure if you'd even be able to make calls with it right now. Could you move this? The rotary dial? Whoa, what the f- Dude, that was a freaking straight up phone. Ringing in that room. Holy crap, that scared me. Did you just make one of the phones ring in that room? That was coming from that room over there. God. Well, suppose. Let's go answer it.
Alright.
I nearly jumped out of my skin when I heard this phone ringing. These phones were no longer in service, leaving this occurrence unexplainable.
Holy crap. There's like multiple phones in here. I have no idea which one it was. If you made the phone ring, could you do it again? Which phone was it? Was it this one? Hello?
Despite every phone being unplugged and out of service, one of them began to ring. This ghostly phone call startled Ian, and as he tried to get more evidence of this undead caller, it looks like he succeeded.
Hello? Could you speak through this phone? Who called that phone earlier? Put my voice recorder up to it.
A faint whisper can be heard on the voice recorder. I cannot tell if it is actually coming from the phone or if it's in the room with me. Either one is an eerie prospect.
A ghostly voice was caught on his digital recorder, saying hello. Wandering through the village, Ian set his sights on the Brass Rail Saloon. Known for having a heavy atmosphere and being full of paranormal activity, a previous visitor took this photo, which clearly captured a ghoulish face peering out from behind a wall. And now Ian would eagerly attempt to make contact.
If there's anyone in here, I invite you to come sit with me. I just want to get to know some of the people that are here. I hear that there's a lot of spirits in this building. Could you walk up to this table and sit down with me? I mean, I didn't bring any cards or anything, but I mean, if you've got some, I don't know if you can in the afterlife, but feel free to sit on this table here. Whoa. I just heard that chair move. Holy moly.
You can clearly hear the chair in front of me moving by itself. However, I unfortunately was shining my infrared light in the camera's view, inadvertently making the chair impossible to see. I did not capture the chair moving on my handheld camera either. However, I was about to document some of the most interesting communication I have ever received from a spirit.
Did you just sit down? Here, I'll put this next to you. If you just sat down, could you touch that green light? Whoa,
Nice.
what? Oh my god.
Yeah, he's getting some
Thank
good,
you.
He's getting some good readings here.
Wow. I'm gonna reach into your space here. I just want to feel you. Oh, wow. Dude, it is colder over here. Could you touch that green light again? Damn, dude. Holy.
But this guy has guts, though.
I am literally sitting next to a freaking ghost right now. Are you a male? If you are a male, could you touch that light? Yes. Whoa. Would you like to play a game of poker? Yes. Oh man, I would love to play a game of poker with you. Are you aware that this place is shut down? It's no longer a saloon. Are you aware of that? Or am I wrong? Is this place still open? From your perspective, is this place still running? Yes. Wow. Wow, that is so interesting. That's interesting that for him it's open, but yet he can still interact with me. That is, my mind is kind of blown right now.
Right.
Can you see me right now? Yes. Wow. Do I look solid? I'm gonna tell you this right now, and this might sound strange, but I can't see you. You are invisible to me. All I can see is you touching that light. Can you see me fully? Am I like a full person to you? Are you still there?
With an EMF meter on the table, it looks like something was incredibly responding to Ian's questions. And as he made his way upstairs to the hotel portion of...
Dude, I gotta admit, I gotta say, at this point, I would be so excited to see what else I could get, because that kind of an interaction right there is just astonishing.
The building, these ghostly responses continued.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh my God. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna run. Did you just tap on that bed? Whoa! Oh! Fuck. Oh, shit. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. That scared the living daylights out of me. Holy moly.
Jesus.
Dude, that was a freaking voice. I heard it so clear on this voice recorder. Oh, it was a female. It was a female voice. It said like, "Who are you?" Mm-hmm. I heard it. It sounded like, "Who are you?"
I heard that too.
This woman's voice was so vivid, I was almost convinced it was a real person. Yet as you can see, I am the only one in this old hotel.
Just a few feet away from Ian, a disembodied voice came from the darkness. And shortly after, he may have just caught who this voice belonged to.
Wow, that was a heck of a string of activity. Jeez, that woman's voice was so clear on here. I still can't believe that. There's no doubt in my mind I was not alone in that room, and I'm not sure who that was. Man, I just felt like a cold breeze just passed me. Did somebody just go in front of me here? That's just like a wicked chill I got there.
Just seconds after I walk out of the room, a mist-like form appears from thin air.
As the night continued, Ian ventured over to the Houston mansion. Built in 1881, this mansion was constructed by David.
Dude, I'm getting like, you know, me and my buddy from Australia, Prendo, JR, you know, we've talked about doing a ghost hunt together if he was ever to make it to America. And I'm not gonna lie, I would love to go to Bonanza and do an investigation. There is a lot of activity there. You know, the possibilities of what we could get there are just endless.
David Houston, along with his wife, Annie. Later in 1906, David would tragically pass away in this home. And now many people believe that his spirit, along with Annie's, linger inside their former residence. Ian began exploring the home when he received a very clear message.
Hello? Is there somebody up here? Okay, I thought I heard something up here. Oh. Oh God. That was a scary voice.
This deep and gruff man's voice sent shivers down my spine. I immediately felt a strong presence, and the atmosphere became heavy. After analyzing the audio, the voice sounds like it is saying,
That is what it's
A ghostly
saying.
man's voice came through, giving the impression that David is not a fan of visitors. Going up to the second floor, Ian attempted to make further contact and get on David's good side when something made its presence known.
David, did you die in this room? I heard you died of a brain hemorrhage, and I'm very, very sorry to hear that. Are you the one that leaves the imprint on the pillow? Could you do it right now? What the heck is that? What is that? Somebody downstairs? What the heck is that? It's like a jingling sound. What the heck is that? It's down there. What is it? What is it? It's coming from in there. Wait a minute. Look at that. Dude, those things are freaking moving. Oh, hell no. Hell no. How is that even possible? Look at that. You're freaking moving like crazy. And that's her seance table. That's even more terrifying. Oh, God. How is that even happening? There's no air in here or anything. Oh, God. Look at that.
Yeah, and as soon as it got closer to it, it started slowing down.
The crystals on the lamp downstairs incredibly began swinging on their own, making enough noise to be heard on the second floor. And as Ian approached the table, both of his cameras mysteriously died at the exact same time. From everything that happened during this investigation, there's no question that spirits are still lurking around this property.
Dude, facts, man.
Number 3.
Facts. I'm excited.
A woman named Tash.
It's getting me excited though, man.
Tash runs the Canadian Bay Forever TikTok account, where she often posts videos of her daily life with her husband and kids. But something her followers were not expecting to see was an eerie clip from her security camera. One night while laying in bed, she received a motion-detected notification from her backyard camera. At first glance, nothing could be seen, but as she took a closer look, she was left feeling uneasy.
That's it.
Next to the trampoline at the top of the fence, a small creepy face appeared. This eerie face peered over the fence for a few brief moments before ducking back down, and soon made another appearance as it flashed its glowing eyes towards the camera. No one's quite sure what this creature is, but if it shows up at my house, I'm definitely taking it in as a house pet. Number 4. Every day, strange things happen.
Yeah, it could have been just a cat.
That no one would believe if it wasn't caught on camera. And with the popularity of home security cameras continuing to grow, more and more videos of unexplainable things are showing up online. And recently, TikTok user DarkSideOfTheMoon83 noticed something on her camera's live feed that left her scratching her head.
Whoa, okay. Oh. Wait.
Shortly after the video began, a misty white apparition appeared. This almost transparent mass quickly moved down the driveway away from the house before disappearing. Besides a few passing cars at the end of the video, no one was around to witness this eerie event. So we're all left with no answers as to what this could possibly be. Number 5. Mike and Amanda from the Resurrection Paranormal YouTube channel are on a mission to find proof of the paranormal. Well, after setting out to investigate an allegedly haunted escape room in Bel Air, Ohio, they may have just succeeded. Throughout the night, a static camera was set up facing a staircase, and while later reviewing the footage from this camera, they noticed something unnerving.
You guys, it only took us umpteen years, but we finally got an apparition on camera. This is not a spoof video. This is actually like for real. TikTok has compressed the video so much that this is the only way I know how to upload it. So here we go. All right, laptop. This is the escape zone in Bel Air, Ohio. I'm just going to get right to it. You're going to watch this frame. Our investigators has just walked down these stairs and out this front door a few minutes earlier. And they're all outside. They're all taking a little break. They're all discussing what they're going to do. Then y'all, watch this. Slowing it down. Ooh, look at the size compared to the door frame, guys. That is a freaking child.
Yeah.
To the left of the staircase, an apparition came into view for a few brief moments. Due to its size, Amanda believes this to be the ghost of a child, but I'll leave that up to you to decide. Number 6. Since getting into the paranormal, I've seen quite a few videos of strange things caught on baby monitor cameras. These small devices innocently used to keep an eye on your baby sometimes catch things that otherwise would have gone unseen. And just recently, TikTok user Maho noticed something bizarre on the baby monitor at her work. While looking after a baby at work, she noticed this strange anomaly. This small white mass quickly moved back and forth, coming in and out of view, almost appearing to be trying to get the attention of the nearby baby. This TikTok user has no idea what this could be, and honestly, that makes 2 of us. Number 7. A man named John works at an old property known as Wesley Manor. And since he's been there, he's experienced odd things that he can only describe as paranormal. This led him to create the Haunted Wesley Manor TikTok account, where he often documents his paranormal encounters. Over time, an entity he's become quite familiar with is a small child with glowing eyes that always seems to be lurking in the basement. Well, recently, while filming down in the basement, this activity began to heighten.
Alright, I'm still hearing things in here. I'm taking some more videos.
Yeah, I think it's the same
There
basement
are tons
that
of
I've seen
orbs.
before.
Tons of orbs. Some of it's dust, but some of them are orbs. Especially the way they're acting. I'm hearing giggling, laughing, the usual. Dude, what? Oh, here we go with this shit. Something's throwing shit at me. I guarantee it's one of the children. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, dude, there's definitely one of the children in here. Oh, I can't.
An unseen force began to throw several objects around the basement, and despite walking throughout the space, no one could be found. John continued recording and ended up catching something chilling.
I'm hearing those noises again, lots of orbs. You feel the energy just swirling around me. I was just in here earlier too, we saw a lot of shadows. Actually went live. A lot of shadows. I hear something knocking. I saw something over there.
Just did see something over there.
It was in here.
of a head can be seen peeking around the corner. And from previous footage of the small ghostly child, it looks like it could be him making an appearance. John didn't seem to notice this figure at the time, but I'm sure it won't be long until he has another run-in with his little friend.
Right?
Number 8.
I thought I was going to jump out again. That's why I was kind of getting into position to kind of...
Over on the Jameer95 TikTok account, a 27-year-old father of 2 often posts fun videos of him and his kids. But recently, after checking the footage from his outdoor camera, he came across something bizarre. Not quite sure how to explain it, he turned to TikTok for answers. Shortly after the video begins, a white misty figure floats by, soon followed by a dark mass. These eerie shapes seem to appear out of nowhere, as there was no one around when this was recorded. Interestingly enough, they almost look to be a good representation of good and evil, as the white one looks fairly innocent, while the dark one leaves me feeling uneasy. Number 9. Living in a haunted house may seem like something that you only see in the movies, but for a man named Chris, it is all too real. For some time now, he's been experiencing strange things in his home, and often feeling as if an unseen presence is nearby. Well, recently Chris made a decision that I really wish he would have avoided. In a desperate attempt to get some answers, he decided to use a Ouija board, and the very next day, he recorded this.
A lot of you guys are gonna be mad at me, but me and my cousin broke this out. Messed with it last night.
Dad had sex on a Ouija board.
Yeah, why did he say
We did it the proper way, though. I know this is a kid's toy, but y'all don't understand the kind of shit y'all's getting into when y'all fuck with this.
Yeah, exactly.
At least some people don't.
So why are you messing with it?
I heard it, but I didn't see it.
Dog!
I still hear it.
Guard! Squirrel!
You can hear that, can't you? I can. Sound like tapping.
I heard that voice. It sounded like it was saying, "Get out."
Everybody's like, oh, it's the hutch. It's the hutch. Can you do it again? This is a selfie stick I taped to a tripod.
Tripod.
With a mysterious tapping sound coming from somewhere in the living room, a disembodied voice can also be heard. Then soon after, the tripod eerily got knocked to the floor. And this wasn't the only activity that Chris managed to catch on camera.
Oh, why are people so stupid? Don't mess with those boards. People do that and they start to wonder, oh, why am I haunted? Why is this ghost won't leave me alone? Ah!
It's like the second time tonight.
After finding the sink running in the middle of the night, Chris managed to catch it turning on completely by itself. With an entity clearly living in Chris's house and running up the water bill, I think it's about time that it starts paying rent. Number 10. A thunderstorm at night that knocks out the power is a scary situation on its own. But imagine being in a house with no power and feeling like something was lurking in the darkness. Well, for a man named Danny Donahue, this hypothetical was very real. In a video recently uploaded titled, "There's Something in My Apartment," Danny caught something.
Yeah, we've been watching his videos through these countdowns and all that, and he's a very interesting fellow.
Downright unnerving.
I keep hearing noises in the hall outside the room. I haven't heard anything for about 5 minutes now, and I think
that's creepy, man. Oh my god! You fucking what?
With a flashlight illuminating his bedroom door, something could be heard trying to get in from the other side. And as Danny stood there
Dude, that was legit horrifying.
motionless watching the door, a terrifying dark figure darted past. Now, as amazing as this video is, Danny is a film director and writer, which can only mean one thing. It's not real. But regardless, this would be a terrifying situation to be in. And Speedy Gonzalez over here is what nightmares are made of. Make sure to follow me on Instagram to hear more from you.
Dude. Oh. Alright, I need to fill this up, top it up. Be right back. Now we got from King Frostmare, the scariest videos you have never seen. Number 3. Let's do this.
The following video was shared by Felimundo, and he tells us that he had captured it via Snapchat to share it with a bunch of his friends. Apparently, the young man was standing in front of his aunt's house in Gainesville, Florida, to smoke a cigarette at around 7 a.m. in the morning. He then noticed a strange reflection in the door right across from him. The interesting part about that, the neighboring house was still uninhabited after the owner had passed away a few weeks prior. Feli states that whatever was captured here wasn't fully visible to the human eye, and the creepy details only surfaced after rewatching the footage on the phone.
I also noticed that the reflection of the building adjacent to it kind of lowers after it goes after that face disappears. Adding even more to the creepiness.
Okay, cool.
I see the reflection of the building adjacent is going up.
A creepy face is staring at him from the upper part of the door window, and then it just vanishes into thin air. Feli even checked after that to make sure that it was no intruder, and he could find nothing.
It's almost like whatever was there was pushing on the glass, making the reflection rise up, and then as it was leaving, the glass was reforming.
Do you believe that this could have been the former owner, perhaps? The young man also goes to say that this was not the only really weird incident on this piece of land. Only the first that he could capture on camera. Interesting. The next clip was uploaded by user Arachnid Altruistic, and he states that the footage we are seeing here was filmed off another person's phone at a get-together. The incident in question was rather creepy, however. The video was filmed in a hospital during the preparation for a going-away party for one of the hospital's staff. We can see a nurse who is pushing a cart with some unfolded boxes. The young woman who had captured her colleague explains that she was recording several videos of her, only a few seconds apart from each other. In one of the short clips, something rather eerie was captured.
I see it.
You see that?
Yeah.
The next clip is okay. That's the person that does not exist.
And then scroll.
And then
he
it's gone.
disappears.
He disappears. You kind of see a little shadow there pop up.
Wait.
And he
Gone.
disappears.
He's a person that does not exist.
Something.
Next clip.
Yeah, he's not there. This guy right here is not here in this first clip. Watch.
Eerie was captured.
Yeah, there's no one right there.
I see it.
You see that?
Yeah.
The next clip is okay. That's the person that does not exist.
And then scroll.
And then
he
it's gone.
disappears.
He disappears. You kind of see a little shadow there pop up and gone. And then all you see is Wendy's back.
Interesting.
But his face, if you go a little slower, you can see it completely. And go to the frame. There, you can catch his face.
Yeah. That's interesting.
And scroll all the way.
And then he's gone.
I want to look at the shadow.
And the shadow pops up right here, there, and gone. It's not Wendy's shadow.
That is creepy.
A strange head is popping up right behind the stack of boxes. Nobody knew this person though. or had seen him ever before. Also, the head can only be seen for a couple of frames before disappearing to the left, only to possibly pop up once more. The staff stated that the workers were pretty terrified after watching the video, and there are many who believe that this might have been the spirit of somebody who's still lingering around in the hospital after passing, maybe participating in the preparations.
I mean, hospitals, man. A lot of people die in hospitals all the time, every day, man. It's not surprising that there might be some lingering spirits around there.
Who knows? Now we are looking at an update from user WinMCPix, who had shared some eerie poltergeist encounters from his home, in which he and his family is living in. The spirit loves to spook the whole family, including his little son. The unsettling truth: the activity has elevated from loud and terrifying rattling noises to full-on shadow sightings. This clip was captured one night after Win was woken up by a loud bang.
Hello? Hey, no. No, stay there. Hey. Good. It's okay. It's okay.
The shadow was just sitting in his chair, possibly waiting for Win to show up. Creepy. A few nights after that, their security camera outside of their home has captured the following incident.
It actually stood up, man.
And alerted the family that movement had been detected at the
There it is again, there it is. Go. Oh, wow, dude.
The family had never seen such a weird object, and the way it moves makes it pretty unrealistic for it to just be a light reflection from the street or from the neighboring houses. They are certain that this capture is connected with the scary encounters in their home. Could this be? This short clip was aired by a Mexican TV channel who was showing this interview at the time, in which the man to the left was telling the audience about his work. What's quite mysterious is the misty object in the background that captured the attention of several viewers.
Casi 10 meses buscando a alguien que lo quisiera recibir y no fue posible. Un comprador. Y pues
It is really hard to make out what we are looking at here. Some say it does look like the outlines of a hovering human. Others believe it just to be a strange light reflection from somewhere. What's your idea?
I don't know. I can believe it's paranormal.
Now we're taking a look at another news station video. In this case it was shared by News Channel 13. On the recording we see journalist Sam was shared by News Channel 13. On the recording we see...
That's just her side in her hair. I thought that was an apparition passing by in the background. Right here. I thought her hair and the side of her blouse was an apparition walking by.
In this case, it was shared by News Channel 13. On the recording, we see journalist Sam Hessler doing live shots during the morning news from the Green Ridge Cemetery in Saratoga County, advertising and informing their viewers about the so-called spooky twilight tours. A viewer reached out to Sam afterwards and told her that there was something behind her to the left side of the screen.
As you can see behind me here, we have a few gravestones, but what you can't see because it's dark out, and as you can see behind me here, we
To some, this looks like a spooky orb that is passing by the graves in the background. Could they be onto something? Some residual energy, perhaps? The crew stated that there were no moving lights at the scene, and even traffic lights seemed very unlikely. So, what was it then? The following video was captured by D. Reichno, who was recording this eerie footage in her very own basement. The woman states that this house was built in 1909 and that she always felt like the place was haunted, but so far couldn't capture any evidence of that. The basement in particular was home to some extremely creepy noises and voices that seemed to stem from behind the nether. She and her partner went downstairs into the basement today to grab a few tools, and they asked this being for permission. Take a look.
Hey. Hello.
Whoa. Hi. Are you okay down here?
We're just looking for some tools, that's all.
Is that okay? We're gonna leave now unless you have something to say. Show us a sign.
Just let us know you're okay.
Yeah.
And we ain't gonna bother you. We come in peace.
Did you hide here a lot?
Some extremely creepy breathing noises can be heard that are unaccounted for. Several people believe this to be demonic, perhaps. And then there's also a creepy pair of eyes staring at them from underneath the stairs.
Light keeps coming on. Whoa, now it's recording all of a sudden.
By itself?
Yep. Whoa. Hi.
D is certain that they are dealing with a haunting here, and that these are not the eyes of an animal, or an easily explainable reflection from an item. What do you think?
I don't know. That's hard to say.
This video was shared by Silas Neposh, and he states that it got recorded one day when he was just out on a skiing adventure with some of his friends. They were high up in the mountains when he noticed some pretty unusual activity unfold at the other side of the plains, where some larger trees were situated. He grabbed his phone and started recording.
Whoa. What the frick? What the...
Something happened over there. There was the trees.
That tree just walked off. What the?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
There was another one. What in the actual hell?
It would appear that an inhumane tall creature is ripping out the trees and carrying them away. But how's this possible? Silas stated that the video is 100% real and that no video editing is taking place here. Do you think this could just be an irritating perspective, making things appear larger than they really are? Many commenters believe that something rather inexplicable is going on here though.
I don't know.
Who can say?
That is an eerie clip though. What the hell?
The following video was shared by urban explorer and paranormal enthusiast Leo, who went with a friend of his to a supposedly haunted shop. The shop is not accessible and fenced off, so the two were doing a live on his profile and showing the surroundings to their viewers. Of course, this wasn't as satisfying as they had hoped, since not having access to the building doesn't really help in urban exploration. However, his phone captured something unusual when live streaming to his audience.
Is that? I can't tell if that's snow or if those are orbs. What is it?
After analyzing the footage, it became clear that a pale face was staring out of one of the windows, which honestly gave the two explorers quite some goosebumps. The building is abandoned for quite some time, and as stated, nobody has access to it, making them believe that they might have captured one of the ghosts that is said to haunt this building. What a scary thought, isn't it?
But yeah, that's a face.
This is a submission from Ariel Gomez, who states that the capture stems from a friend and that it was taken in an old hospital in Buenos Aires, Argentina. The girl in the capture was visiting somebody in the hospital and decided to take a selfie with her friend who came along. They stood in front of a mirror in the bathroom when they took it. They were quite shocked when checking the capture right afterwards. A shockingly creepy apparition was captured, standing right behind the two women. Of course, they did not see this thing at the time, and they are absolutely certain that nobody else was with them in the bathroom. Double exposure is not a thing anymore with phone cameras. So, do we have to assume that an entity from another dimension was photobombing the two?
Creepy.
The head looks a little bit skull-like. Really, really creepy.
It looks like it kind of looks like the lips are stretching out too. What the hell?
The photoing incident was a terrifying encounter that a young woman had shared on her profile, Los Polioneros TV. The mother states that her young baby son seems to be talking more and more about his imaginary little friend that likes to visit him in his room, and the boy is talking a lot to him apparently. The mother started recording these encounters to share with the family. Such was the case today. She started filming once her little son told her about his friend and that he was with them this day. Seemingly uneasy, the young mother is turning around and she captures a shadow image of what looks to be a little kid standing in the dark kitchen staring at her. And it did scare her so bad that it took her a few days until she decided to share this encounter on her profile. She believes that this imaginary friend to be not that imaginary after all now. Let's hope that this doesn't get out of hand.
Where? I don't see it.
That this doesn't to be not that encounter on a pro. Captures a
doesn't have any eyes.
And that many believe this to be a manifestation of a fallen soldier in full uniform. I thought at first that maybe a local farmer accidentally made his way into the recording. But based on these eyewitness accounts, my theory is probably out of the window. Eerie though, isn't it?
A little bit, yeah. So I'm just wondering, did anyone else see that? Hold on a second, I'm gonna scroll down the comments on this one here real quick, see if anyone else sees this here. Okay, so let's take a look back here real quick at that one. Alright, because one of the comments was saying that that the spirit is to the right of the child after the camera is panned over. So let's turn back on the display and take a look here for ourselves.
There's a shadow image of Easy. Seemingly uneasy on her profile. She believes that this imaginary friend to be not that imaginary after all now. Let's hope that this doesn't
there's nothing there.
Get out of hand. Imaginary after all.
There's nothing there.
Now.
Hey. There's nothing here. That's the fridge. Yeah, this is clearly her son. Wow. Alright, well, moving on. Next up is Slapped Ham. Someone needs to explain these scary videos.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some super creepy things that have been caught on camera that are starting to freak the internet out. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content. Just like this. Is it scarier to think that a ghost or a human intruder is exploring your property at nighttime? The following still shots from a security camera make you ponder just that question. The images, which were posted by Redditor S. Casey, show a human figure approaching the back of a house. The photos come from a security camera on the property which takes pictures when a motion sensor is triggered. The images were sent to the Redditor by their mother-in-law without an explanation. The user's first reaction was to ask, "Why are you sending me an old blurry image of grandma?" The creepy thing is, their grandmother Nancy passed away in 2013. The security footage was captured this year. Compare the figure in the security picture with these photos of Nancy. There is certainly a strong resemblance.
There is. That is eerie.
There are many other factors that suggest something odd is indeed happening here. The property is in a gated community and has a 6-foot-high fence, meaning it'd be very difficult for someone to enter the backyard. Also, the figure appears to be somewhat translucent, even though the rest of the background is quite clear. The original poster hopes that it is an apparition of her grandmother returning to make sure that everyone's okay, but many commenters are concerned that
Yeah, that's pretty sad when we live in the day and age where you hope that it's more, where you hope that the figure that you see is an apparition of a dead relative versus a stranger trying to stalk your home. That's the world we live in now.
the figure
That's
is a
scary.
human intruder, an idea that most deem even more frightening. So would you be more comfortable knowing this is a wandering spirit or a nosy neighbor? Let me know in the comments down
I think I
below.
prefer being a wandering spirit myself. 'Cause, at least with spirits, they're predictable.
There are plenty of superstitions about mirrors. We know that breaking one is supposed to bring bad luck, but the one in this video looks perfectly fine at first. The video shows a father walking down a hallway in what looks like an older building. They're heading toward a vintage mirror that's hanging on the wall, and the dad has his phone camera out to capture the little one's adorable antics. Although, watch what happens.
I was taking the trash out with my son and he kept pointing at the mirror and waving and I didn't know
Cool.
why, so I pulled the camera out and I can't believe I caught
Yeah.
this.
That's Rowan.
Watching that again, take note of the child's reflection as he walks away. It almost seems to separate into a separate reflection. As the toddler's reflection disappears, another child peers out from the mirror with big dark eyes. Is this who the child was pointing out?
Maybe.
Without further information, we may never know.
It makes sense.
Something strange is definitely happening in this clip. It's some security camera footage taken outside of a home in Michigan at nighttime. At first, everything looks perfectly normal. You can see 2 cars parked next to the house and a short staircase that leads down to a collection of potted plants. The trees aren't rustling, the night is eerily still. So what could be making this potted plant move? It's such an aggressive force that the plant gets knocked over. As if that's not odd enough, watch what happens next.
I about spat my water out.
The interior light of the vehicle on the right turns on. No one appears, even when the passenger door opens and shuts. The light inexplicably stays on for the rest of the recording. Toward the end of the video, a blinking light materializes in the sky in the background. But admittedly, this could just be a plane.
Oh yeah, that's a plane or a helicopter.
So what's going on in this bizarre footage? What made the pot plant fall over? And why did the car door open and the lights turn on? I'd love to hear your theories on this one in the comments down below. Are our eyes playing tricks on us, or is there something sinister in this room? This video, posted by Redditor Notel4117, shows real-time footage on a video monitor. The camera is set up in the Redditor's cousin's room while the user is house-sitting for his aunt. No one else is in the house. So why does the monitor appear to show a dark silhouette standing by the desk?
Tell me that doesn't look like someone standing in the room.
First, he takes us on a quick tour of the room, recording it with his camera.
There's no one in here.
He pans from the desk to the bed, demonstrating that there's no one else in the room.
Closet.
The OP even cracks open the closet door to take a look. It's dark inside, but there's no sign of life.
Nothing.
When the cameraman goes back to the living room, he picks up the monitor, which shows the live feed from the room he was just in.
Right on the monitor here.
Now, there appears to be a short, dark figure behind the stuffed dinosaur.
Tell me that doesn't look like someone standing in the room.
It appears to have a head and ears, but its body is just a dark blob. The figure doesn't move, but it doesn't disappear either. It doesn't react when the cameraman throws a ball into the room.
Okay, alright.
Some people believe that the figure is just a shadow. The poor quality of the monitor's camera is making the stuffed dinosaur's face look ghostly as well. Many commenters think that they would have a better explanation if they could see the cameraman moving in real time on the monitor's screen, but apparently he's too afraid to go back into the room. So what do you think's going on here? Would you dare enter in an effort to get some answers? Let me know in the comments down below.
The thing that's setting me up, that's dividing me between real and fake, is that the figures, like the neck of the figure, is overlapping the white of the dresser, and you don't see that in the out footage. You don't see that in the right here. You don't see that right here.
Comments down below.
Yeah, but it's clearly visible right here. Because the rest of the body could be explained by the shadow underneath the table, and the head could be explained by the little pot right here. But what about that little white area on the edge of the desk? Why is that being covered by a shadow? That's the thing that's separating me from real and fake.
Montauk, New York is known as a high-end vacation destination with sprawling homes, a quaint community and beautiful beaches. But some people have more sinister perceptions of the area. In fact, some people believe that the Montauk Project, an alleged series of experiments that were performed on abducted children in a lab, inspired the television show Stranger Things. Many strange things are rumored to have occurred there in real life. These stories began to crop up in the 1980s and were legitimized when author Preston Nichols wrote a book about the experiments in 1992. The Montauk Project series details experiments in time travel, extraterrestrial communication, teleportation, and paranormal activities
that sounds like what the inspiration for Stranger Things was.
Took place at the Camp Hero military base at the tip of Long Island. Supposedly, the project aimed to develop psychological warfare techniques. Nichols claims that he was abducted from time to time to participate in these experiments. Although critics attest that his book is a work of fiction, proponents say that he knew about things that were not public knowledge in 1982. According to Nichols, researchers who were involved in the Montauk Project kidnapped young children from the streets and homes of New York. He chose children who were neglected or abandoned and forced them to participate in mind control experiments. He calls them the Montauk Boys, and in 2017, one of them allegedly revealed himself. Stuart Swerdlow claims to have been abducted for participation in the experiments. He says that the researchers abused the children so as to break down their minds and use drugs on them to program them. A man named Al Bielek came forward in 1990 claiming to have recovered memories of working with the Montauk Project. He believes that his memories were intentionally erased to keep the details of the experiment a secret. However, he says that he travelled through time and visited Mars several times. It's said that the plug was pulled on the project in 1980. The underground bunker was supposedly flooded with cement and the area is now closed to the public. But many people theorize that there is more to the story. Some say that the Air Force may still be operating the underground bunker. Others, however, suggest that the Montauk Project is a fictional narrative that was concocted to distract from the real purpose of Camp Hero, which is to house a secret underground nuclear reactor. Locals have even reported screams coming from the underground tunnels. So is the site a haunted relic, a government testing ground, or a portal to another dimension? Unless more information comes to light, we may never learn the truth about this mysterious installation.
There's no footage to show?
Before we take a look at some bizarre security footage captured in Malaysia, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop. Our last clip of the day was captured by a CCTV system in Malaysia. It shows a busy metropolitan area, cars are rounding the bend as people cross the pedestrian appears to vanish.
Whoa.
What area? Cars are rounding the bend as people cross the pedestrian area. However, watch closely as something strange appears to happen. The newspaper vendor appears to vanish. So is this something mysterious, or are we just watching a glitch in the recording? If we continue watching the man that walks by the vendor, he appears to warp as a truck drives by.
It could be a glitch, or an edit.
This could suggest a glitch or a breakdown in the footage. Some people suggested it could be two scenes that have wiped over each other, causing the strange events to appear more mysterious than they really are.
Yeah, either way, I don't think it's paranormal.
So what do you think? Glitch in the security system, or is it something a little more mysterious? Low and hit that.
I think it's just a glitch in the security system. All right, guys, last one. Spicy horror. Top 5 scary videos that will make you call for your mom. Here we go.
800 likes for the poltergeist. I don't know if you remember, but a while ago, I featured a CCTV footage in which we can see a haunted office. And with the amazing amount of details that I just provided, and knowing that you're a genius who can remember everything, let's talk about the first video. I did feature part of it in the past, but this is the full-length footage. Let's talk about Steve, your cousin who keeps begging your mom in secret. He works in this company, and I have no idea what kind of job he has, but he seems to be working alone. Or maybe he has chosen this ship so he can relax himself. If you know what I mean. You know, alone at night and sitting on your PC disk. Perfect timing for the devil. But Stevie was interrupted by the angels of this company. You bring your dirty sperm into these clean floors you pig. It all started with a peeping sound. Honestly, I don't know what it is for, but maybe it's a sensor detecting a movement, like someone entered the building. Steve paused the video after he was asked if he is alone. He was asked by the advert if you know what kind of advert I'm talking about. So he went to check and couldn't find anyone. So he thought to himself, I'm still high. And before we witness an ugly scene, here comes another activity. The lights in the other room are flickering. At this point, Steve lost it, so he came fast and stood up to see what was going on. And before you know it, we see a leaked footage of Sonic the Hedgehog 3rd movie, some behind the scenes.
Spirit in. I think I'd leave too. Wait, did the chair turn again? Nope, it's the light's turning on enough. There's a spirit right there. Mother, what the...
If Steve turns out to be a security guard, then I have already lost all faith in humanity. But I can tell you, he ran that day more than he has ever run in his entire life. Some time ago, I featured a man named Chris who calls himself a skateboard. And ever since then, he actually became a real-life skateboard. And he also captured some new paranormal activities. Let's start with the basics. How to walk. I mean, the Ouija boards, because remember kids, if things are poltergeist enough in your house, you can always make things worse. Just bring a Ouija board. And that's what Chrissy did. He also brought his brother to play with him. Did sleep together. I mean like we slept at the same time. And his dog looks like a djinn.
A lot of you guys are gonna be mad at me, but
Oh, yeah.
Me and my cousin broke this out, and that's what I did last night.
It's on a Ouija board.
We have to do this one earlier tonight.
We did it the proper way, though.
What do you
I know
mean
this is a
proper
kid's
way?
toy, but y'all don't understand
What do you mean proper way?
what kind of shit y'all's getting into
It's
when
a
y'all
Ouija
fuck
board.
with
There is
this.
no proper way. Burn that shit.
At least some people don't.
There is no proper way to use that board.
I heard it, but I didn't see it.
If there was a proper way, you wouldn't be dealing with this shit.
I still hear it. You can hear that, can't you? I can. Sound like tapping. Everybody's like, oh, it's the hutch. It's the hutch. It's like the second time tonight.
He's got to start turning the sink off every night. Oh, did it? Sort of spooks didn't show this clip. Running like a grown man to grab paper towels. My brother, his fiance, and my nephew came to visit last night. Sorry for the dogs barking. Had to put them in our room for a little while.
Yeah, I got you. You want to wait today? You wouldn't wait last time. He was knocked out. I'm not. He wait. He was knocked out. Yeah, I'm sure he just now woke up. We pulled up and heard the dog barking, so he was like, "That be scared." He looked just like your daddy.
They're twins.
This is their first time seeing this in person.
Nah. Why you do all that? Why you do that? I'll be sad. I'll be right back.
Oh my god. Holy hell. James, that cabinet door just flew open. I literally saw it. Holy shit.
You okay?
I watched it open and it flew. Ah,
You good? You wanna like me?
I'm okay. It's just like, what?
You got me over here getting like goosebumps.
I literally like watched it and did this. Boom. Bang.
My heart is pounding.
You should be the one in here watching it. Chris don't be playing.
How you gonna breathe like this since I come up in here?
How do you think I felt?
I don't know.
Oh. Chris, better come get his friend. Woo.
Alright, I get it.
Start speaking louder. The only explanation, and that's what these two did to the innocent man Joe. They left him alone in the dark while they were scared of the weird voices he was making. The only explanation to these voices, you left that man there and now you're scared of his reaction.
I don't know, dude. What the That's twice. Joe's doing his TMs. Dude, Joe. Connecting. Yeah, that's nice. We left Joe. Okay, everybody, we left Joe alone. He's around the corner. He's giving you a key.
Okay, yeah, there's no one even watching anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this one up because these guys dragging this one out way too long. It's obnoxious. I've seen that clip before anyway. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching. Here, let me get this up right here. Sorry I had to cut that one short, but that was obnoxiously being dragged out way too much, and I just couldn't handle it anymore. So I need to get to bed here soon because I gotta take my daughter to school in the morning. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed up to that last one. But yeah, if you're new around here, leave a like and subscribe for more content just like this, and remember to hit the notification bell. Links to all these channels will be in the description down below, and I'll be uploading these as full uploads later as the week progresses until the next stream. But I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care, God bless, and peace out.